Welcome to the Women Who Change the World podcast, the place where everyday women world changers share their stories to inspire, challenge, and equip you to change your world.
Are you stuck in your office spinning your wheels? Is it time for you to get away from your business so you can focus on the business? Maybe a retreat. I'm Katie Horner of the For Your Success podcast, and though my husband and I started out in full-time ministry, living well below the poverty line, our six-figure business now gives us ministry opportunities that far outweigh the ones we had in full-time ministry. Join me and my husband Tap on April 30th at the Get Out of the Boat Christian Business Virtual Retreat to recharge your batteries, and let us show you how fun it can be to walk out your faith in your business with joy and confidence, because doing the business that God created you to do can be your best worship. The Get Out of the Boat Christian Business Retreat is April 30th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., and you can attend from anywhere online. We can't wait to see you there. You can get all the info and register for your ticket right now at getoutoftheboat.com.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Women Who Change the World podcast, the podcast where women who are world changers share their stories to inspire, equip, and challenge you to change your world. My name is Samantha Hatcher, and I am your host, where we have weekly or even bi-weekly interviews, depending on how long it goes and how much amazing information I can pull from these people. Yes, I am stealing their time so that you can hear their amazing stories. And I have so many to share with you already. I'm so excited. I cannot tell you how excited I am. And I have women from all over the world. Yes, you heard me right. Women from all over the world. You're going to hear from Cassidy, who's an expat who grew up in the United States, but is now living in South Korea as a birthing advocate. My friend Lily, who is born and raised in Kenya and now lives in Switzerland and works for the UN. There are people here in the US who are doing amazing things about making their world a better place. It's all here. And these are all women who are doing what they can using their talents to make the world a better place. And they're going to tell you how you can do it too. So, what is this podcast all about? Well, like I said, it's a place where the everyday woman shares her story of how she's making a difference in the world, but she's using her God-given talents. Yep, it's all about God and what He does in their life. They want to inspire you, encourage you, and equip you to change your world. But it's their talents that they are willing to let God use to make a difference. You're going to hear a lot about God here. So if you don't want to hear about God, I'm sorry. You're going to have to go to somebody else. But here, it's all about women using their God-given talents. It's hard and it's crazy when you're a mom and you're just trying to make it through the day. And all you can think about, is it nap time yet? What time's bedtime? Oh, it's only 7:30 a.m. and they don't go to bed until 8. I have a whole day ahead of me. How can you think about having anything else? I know how you feel. I am a mom of 7. That's right. You heard me. I have 7 children. The oldest 2 are 23 and 21. They're adults and they have full-time jobs. I have a boy who's almost 17. He is pretty severely on the autism spectrum. A 15-year-old boy, an 8-year-old girl, a 6-year-old boy, and one who just turned 4. Yes, you heard that right. The oldest is 23 and the youngest is 4. It's a wide range of things. And those last 5, I homeschool. So here I am starting a podcast. I homeschool 5 children. I still sometimes shuttle the adult children back and forth to work or to whatever they need to do. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I try to maintain my crazy house, try to maintain my crazy life. And I am also a certified John Maxwell life and success coach. I have my own programs, my own business, my whole shebang. But in this craziness of my life, I noticed that there was a lot of spotlighting for men on the world, the things that they do. But there wasn't much talking about the women. So who is this for? This podcast? Who are you? Let me see if I can guess a little bit. You're a woman who is struggling in her daily life to try to find her calling or her purpose. And yes, you were made for more than just to be a mom, because one day your kids are going to grow up and you're going to have to do something. You're a woman who doesn't think that they bring value to the world. And I'm here to tell you, sister, If you didn't have value, God wouldn't have made you. And you're a woman who needs to be reminded that they have value. You aren't the Dead Sea. So, what am I talking about with the Dead Sea? Well, the Sea of Galilee gets all of its water to come down from the mountains. It's all goodness and just sweet water. And then the Sea of Galilee shares. Yeah, it goes down the Jordan River. But when it gets to the Dead Sea, it just stays there. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't share. So nothing lives in it. Nothing lives in it. It has nothing to offer, except it does a really good job of clearing your skin, from what I've heard, if you get into the water. But they tell you to keep it out of your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, because, yeah, it burns. You're not the Dead Sea. You have something to offer. Another way of looking at it is you don't want to be the one talent man. Remember, the master gave 5 talents to one man, 3 talents, 2 talents, 2 talents to one man. Don't quite remember. And then 1 talent to the last man. The last man buried the talent, and the master was like, you are evil and wicked. You could have at least put it in the bank and done something with it while the others grew. You do not want to be the 1 talent man. You have something to offer. You don't want to come to the end of your life and think, great, I'm going to be one of those people who are really, really rich in the grave because I didn't do anything. The richest place in the world is the graveyard. So that's who it's for. That's the type of woman that I'm talking to. So what kind of people do I interview? You're not going to find celebrities here. That's not what this place is about. This is not about the celebrity. This is about an everyday woman like you and me who wants to make a difference in the world. They see a problem and they're trying to fix it. And it doesn't have to be anything huge. I mean, my friend Lily does huge, big things. Big, beautiful things. And then my friends, the Ashcrofts, they make hand crosses that you can hold on to while you're praying and while you're struggling with life. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of a secret ahead of time. They drop between 500 and 1,000 of those little handheld crosses into Operation Christmas Child every year. If you do not know what Operation Christmas Child is, you need to look it up. It is probably one of the most amazing things out there. And my family has done it for 10, 11 years now. Every year we make boxes. So whether these women help hundreds of thousands of people or just the people God puts in their path, that's the people I'm talking about. That's the women who you're going to meet in this podcast. So why am I doing this? Why now? Well, when I was growing up, it was always the men who made a difference in the world. And I mentioned that a little bit before. My grandma told me when I was young that God would show me what my place is in the world. Well, it wasn't glamorous. I kept doing the work that was in front of me. But I didn't realize that those things were preparing me for the work God had planned for me. I realized that there were other women like me who were trying to change the world. I decided that it was time that these women were spotlighted. So that's what we have here, is a place for women around the world. Yes, this is going to be international, who are trying to make a difference. And like I said, some are big, some are small, but all are special because all are using their God-given talents. But this podcast is not just for themselves, but for you and for me. My prayer is that as we listen to these women tell their stories, that we will be inspired, encouraged, and equipped. We were all made with God-given talents to share with the world. Yes, even you. We were given our talents to share with the world instead of hoarding them in fear of rejection. And that's what it means to be the Dead Sea. You're hoarding your God-given talents because you're afraid of being rejected. But the world needs not just these women. The world also needs you. If you're still unsure of what to do, then keep listening to the episodes. It's going to build, and you're going to realize that they can, and so can you, because they're not any more special or important to God than you are. And He has a plan for your life, Jeremiah 29:11. But if you're struggling with whether you're good enough or you have doubt that you have anything to offer, I want you to check out in the show notes of this episode, and it will be in every episode afterwards. I have a freebie of a 5-day challenge to relieve your self-doubt. It's just a short course that you work through that's going to help you start dealing with your doubts, because that's the first step to you being a world changer. We're going to deal with those doubts. We're going to wipe out everything that Satan has put into you to keep you from doing the work that you were called to do. Yes, you were called to do something amazing. It doesn't have to be huge, but it's amazing. It's amazing, and it's life altering. And not only will it alter their lives, but it will change yours in ways you never imagined. So that's what the Women Who Change the World podcast is about. It's about women just like you facing their fear of rejection and stepping up and saying no more. We as daughters of God have become princesses. He is the King of Kings. He is the High King. You being his daughter makes you a princess. But Ephesians 6 tells you to armor up. So I'm here to tell you, armor up, girls. It is time to battle. It is time to make this world a better place. There are people waiting on you. There are people on the other side of your obedience waiting for you to step up to the call that God placed on your heart. And this podcast is going to inspire you to do that. I can't wait for you to meet my friends and to share their excitement and joy with them. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Are you stuck in your office spinning your wheels? Is it time for you to get away from your business so you can focus on the business? Maybe a retreat. I'm Katie Horner of the For Your Success podcast, and though my husband and I started out in full-time ministry, living well below the poverty line, our 6-figure business now gives us ministry opportunities that far outweigh the ones we had in full-time ministry. Join me and my husband Tap on April 30th at the Get Out of the Boat Christian Business Virtual Retreat to recharge your batteries, and let us show you how fun it can be to walk out your faith in your business with joy and confidence, because doing the business that God created you to do can be your best worship. The Get Out of the Boat Christian Business Retreat is April 30th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., and you can attend from anywhere online. We can't wait to see you there. You can get all the info and register for your ticket right now at getoutoftheboat.com.